All right, world cruisers. July 24, we're on the Ultimate World Cruise, and we are in Barcelona, Spain. The first thing we have here is a statue of Christopher Columbus. We're on our way to see the Basilica de la Familia Sagrada, which is the most visited tourist attraction in Barcelona. So we took a tram over to the drop-off point, and we are walking over to the hop-on hop-off pickup station. This is the old fishing village that's been converted into a really nice marina now. They are preparing here for the America's Cup, 37th America's Cup, to be raced next month here in Barcelona. So Barcelona is sponsoring this year's America's Cup, and the U.S. team has a storage location here with a big American flag flying. And so we're almost to the pickup point for the hop-on hop-off. And we drove by Barcelona has lots and lots of beautiful beaches. We're here on a Tuesday and Wednesday, and it's relatively early in the morning, so not too many people here out on this beautiful sandy beach. So on our way to the Basilica, we're going to pass by several architectural features, which I'm going to show you. Barcelona has some really interesting architectural features. This is, I call it the Green Gherkin. It's just like the one in London. This building that looks like a giant green pickle. And I think it's a very strange design, but hey, it's unique. So London and Barcelona share the Green Gherkin. Okay, here we are at the Basilica. It's unfinished. It's been being built since the 1800s, and they estimate it'll take another 10 or 12 years to finish it. This is the side of it. You saw was the back. Well, the back is where you go in right now, but in the long run, the door will be on that unfinished side that we passed by first. But this is the ground view from the outside. It's very eclectic looking building. Has fruit on top of it and all kind of spires. Those things over on the left, those 4 spires, have bunches of grapes and other fruit on them. So I think the building does not look very beautiful from the outside. I think it looks like a mess of different mixed up architectural styles, but each of those spires is supposed to be for a certain thing. I think there's one for each of the 12 apostles. There's one for Mary on the other side with a glass star on top of it. To me, it just looks like a confused mess from the outside, but when you go inside, you see why it is considered the major attraction here. This is a look from the back where you come out. Those doors there, you come out and there's a crucifix right above the door up there. So the goes in part, the entrance is the word I'm looking for, is nativity. So you can see Joseph and Mary and the baby. So this is the Holy Family, nativity, the wise men, all kinds of stuff like that above the doors that you go in now. And the exit has the crucifix above it. When you go in, you'll see that this place has, you can't tell those are stained glass windows from the outside, but this place has, in my opinion, the most beautiful stained glass windows in the world. Better than what you see in Paris, better than what you see at the Air Force Academy Chapel Colorado Springs. It's absolutely fantastic. And I think this stained glass has all been done within the last 20 years, so it's all new. So when you first come in, there's stained glass on both sides of you. That's what we just looked at. And now I'm going to take a walk around the perimeter and show you all of the stained glass windows in the building. And I said, no, when you look up, the pillars are supposed to be like trees. You see how they split up on top and go into different pieces to hold up the ceiling? And they're made out of different kinds of marble, so it looks like they're all different. There's dark marble, there's light marble, there's red marble. The four center pillars are Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And then that what you saw there was the stained glass over the exit doors. So let's start a walk around the perimeter. You can understand why I think this stained glass is the most beautiful. It's better than Saint-Chapelle, I think, in Paris. So when you look up at the ceiling, you're supposed to be looking up through a forest. And I've forgotten the significance. There's like 4 different color groups. There's blue, there's red, there's orange, and yellow. They have different meanings, but I forgot what they are. It's such amazing eye candy. This basilica is designed by Gaudi, is the architect. So I think the outside looks gaudy and the inside is absolutely beautiful. So it makes a lot more sense when you see the inside, what he was trying to accomplish. And I guess he has different styles for different parts of his career. Some more ornate, like the sandstone nativity on the outside, and some less ornate, like the exit. Those are the exit doors. To your left there. Choir loft is way up on top. There are these beautiful spiral staircases in various locations, at least 6 locations, I think, for this. There's a spiral staircase there. And then, of course, the crucifix there is the centerpiece over the altar. Now, there are a lot of other buildings in the city of Barcelona that we drove by on the hop-on, hop-off tour, where Gaudi's architecture is displayed, and frankly, I think it looks like he's on drugs most of the time when he's designing this stuff. But I guess people like it. All right, so we'll look around. We'll walk around and take one last look at the crucifix above the altar. You see the trees up above, columns turning into trees supporting the roof up there in the ceiling. And then the last part of our tour is a time lapse of the Serenade of the Seas leaving Barcelona. We're headed for Valencia tomorrow, so stay tuned for a video on Valencia tomorrow. And this is a huge port. It can accommodate 8 or 10 cruise ships at once. It's not unusual for them to have 6 cruise ships in port in one day. And we were fortunate on our second day to be the only ship in the port. It was a beautiful day, and we enjoyed our time in Barcelona, and we're looking forward to Valencia. We'll see you tomorrow.